is my moment, watch me shine. I'm unstoppable, feel it in my soul. Good vibes only, I'm in control. Turn the music up, let the rhythm roll. I move my body, I'm alive, I glow. Unstoppable, dancing through the fire. Every step higher, taking me higher. Smile so big, can't hold it in. Good vibes, good life, let's begin. Every scar made me wiser. Every tear lit the fire. I don't fear what's ahead.
And I am live, everybody. Hello, 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 everyone. This is Coach Araneth from San Francisco, California. Loving my skin so far as I am using the new products of this business that I have been doing. I love it. See the outcome already. Oh my gosh, it's glossy and I love it. Yes, so basically for those of you who doesn't know me, I am Araneth. I am the face behind this personal Facebook page, business page, and YouTube page. Good evening. Happy Friday. Oh my goodness. I am so grateful to be here, guys. And tonight, I really want to share. I really want to share my takeaway. Tonight, I really want to. Hey, Gemma, look at my face. Oh, I love it. It's glossy, glossy skin. It's a glossy skin. I am loving it already. So I just put the first one when I arrived when I received the product, and now I just put the second one and the third one tonight. So look at that. It's I I'm loving it already. Yeah, uh look how it looks like already. Yeah. So I don't have any makeup except my eyes, okay? And I don't know why I just love uh putting makeups on my eyes only. But everything is good. So I am just loving the good products that I just received today. Today. So that is my win so far today. I'm super excited to share that. Hello. Yeah, Beauty. Oh my god. It reminds me of Darren saying like Beauty. Yeah. It I'm still remembering all the sleepless nights, the funs, the laughter, the jokes. Oh my gosh, going to bed at 3 o'clock in the morning because we are having so much fun. Okay, so good evening, everybody. As I am loving my beauty here that I'm using tonight, I really want to share my biggest takeaways from Orlando. But before I talk about the speakers, uh, yes, missing out late nights in Orlando. It's so much fun, sis. First night, I went to bed around 2 o'clock in the morning. Second night, around, oh my God, 3 o'clock in the morning. The third night, about 2 o'clock in the morning again. Yeah, so it's just like a sleepless night, but it's so good. Yeah, so before I talk about the speakers, the lessons, and the event itself, I really want to take you behind the scenes because sometimes the greatest lessons happen before the event even begins, which is crazy. Many people think only see the photos. Yeah. They see the smiles, the stage, the leaders, and all the fun, but they don't see everything that happened before those moments. This trip uh, really reminded me that success isn't about having a perfect journey. It's about choosing the right attitude through every challenge, right? Exactly 1 week. Yes, so it's Friday night. Everybody is partying already a week ago. Exactly a week ago before Orlando, life was already incredibly busy. I had taken my husband to the hospital for his surgery, spent hours there, went home to pack my trip took my mom doing our errands together because my mom doesn't know how to drive. So I want to make it sure that I both order food before I go to Orlando because, of course, my husband can't be driving, right? So took my mom and do some errands, returned to the hospital to bring as to bring my husband home, right? And then and I helped settle everyone, and then I had to take a lift going to the airport at almost midnight. You know, it was a thing after another, but I kept reminding myself that I chose this mission and that everything was working out. That, you know, I always believe that everything is always working out for me. But prior to this, we planned as a family to go to Orlando and take our kids to Disneyland because my husband was scheduled to go for a surgery on June 30th, but there was a cancellation, early cancellation for surgery. So they called him, and my husband um, can't really handle the pain. So he took that June 25, and it so happened that was the day also for the flight going to Orlando. So he had to make a decision if he will come with us or he will just take the surgery. So he made a decision that he needs to take the surgery. And then the kids didn't come with me because who's gonna take good care of them, right? So, but again, that was the best decision so far, and now he is doing amazing, right? So when I arrived at San Francisco Airport, I prior to that, I received a notification that my flight is delayed. I was um, I was completely exhausted. And by the time that I went to the gate and I received a notification, I get that again that my flight is delayed. They changed the gate. So I had to like really go walk to another gate and take that flight. And then on boarding, I don't know. I wake up at three in the morning. I had to take my husband to the hospital. It's just like all day, and it's almost probably past midnight already, and we on board the hotel, and I fell asleep, right? I fell asleep because I was too tired. Thankfully, I still made my flight, but once I boarded the plane, I slept almost the entire trip to Dallas. And when I landed to Dallas, and then oh wow, we waited in at the airport just to get out from the plane, and I received a notification that I missed my flight. You know, yeah, I I missed my flight, my connecting flight to Orlando. And now what I'm going to do, right? It is what it is. And that's the law, right? The law of polarity. That you just let it go and do the rest, right? So I embraced the change. So as I missed the flight, I had to really make a decision, like where do I want to go. So when I get out from the plane, I asked the lady from the front desk where would I go and rebook my flight, because they automatically canceled my flight. I missed my flight. They rebooked my flight in the evening, and my arrival to Orlando is 8 o'clock, right? Like, no, that's not gonna work for me because I had to attend the VIP, right? VIP with the business partners. So for me, I never really put myself pressure. I never overwhelm myself. I train my mind to think differently, right? It is what it is. So what's next, right? So I had to run towards the customer service if I can catch the another plane. And then I saw this gentleman. I think he was on the same flight like me, and he's already throwing his bag. I mean, his bag in front of me. He was really reacting very badly. But for me, being there, being observant, right? I didn't really affect that situation. I just sent him love and light, right? In the middle of the chaos that we cannot really do anything, right? So yeah, so now could have that could have been the moment where I become frustrated or probably start complaining. Instead, I walk over to the customer service with so much gratitude in my heart. They helped me rebook my flight, and I had to wait like 4 hours, but still, that's probably like 9:30 in the morning, right? And they helped me rebook the flight, though I would have to wait 4 hours. Then unexpected delay happened again, right? So I had to they delayed my flight for the first time and have to change another gate. And then we saw a fire that is happening in the airport, like probably 10 blocks away from the airport, right? And then you know what's really interesting is, and that's the time that I met couple of business partners. They really recognize me. I don't recognize them, but they recognize me. I was able to settle and hang out with them for a little bit while waiting for the plane. And then again, we received a notification that they move our flight to 10 something for another 45 minutes. And that's okay. It is what it is, as long as I arrive Orlando on time, and then so be it, right? So again, having that reservations, like, okay, and not really panicking at all. I truly feel like the universe, God, whatever you believe in, is really working for me that day. Not only I was able to join the morning routine that I have been leading for more than a year now. And one of my accountability partner, Dustin, right, my virtual husband, is leading the morning routine. So I was able to join him that day too. And I was able to meditate. Even though in the middle of the chaos, I was able to meditate right there and then. Yeah, so I really thank the Lord, right, for the journey, even though sometimes we expect that we go to our destination like without any hiccups. But again, you were able to reach your destination even though you are being transferred from one place to another, cancel planes or delays, something like that. But still, I was able to reach my destination. So I thought, thank you, Lord, for always working for working for me that day. But the story wasn't really over. That flight ended up again being delayed, not once, but twice. Did my attitude change? No. Because over the years, I've learned that circumstances really don't control my emotions. You know, instead of complaining about the delay, as I mentioned, I joined the morning routine. I meditated. I stay connected with our incredible community while waiting. I also made a group of business partners who were also heading to Orlando. We shared the stories, we laughed together, encouraged one another, and before I knew it, the waiting no longer felt like waiting, right? That really reminded me that sometimes delays are actually divine appointments. It 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 if my original flight had gone as planned, I never would have met those amazing people, right? Eventually, we all arrive in Orlando safe and sound. Then come another little test, right? My luggage took quite a while to arrive, but instead of getting impatient, we waited together. We talked, we laughed, and enjoyed the moment. Finally, my luggage appeared, and we will jump into a lift, and we headed to the hotel. And all of a sudden, like a group of individuals trying to embrace us right there and then. But I had to like really Oh, I had an hour before the welcome dinner. So I had to go to the front desk, as if the day hadn't already been eventful enough. Something beautiful happened actually. The the gentleman at the front desk noticed that I had been traveling all day because of course I was able to share my story, right? With a warm smile, with still I still have that positive mental attitude, of course. I never even let anyone in control of my emotions despite of challenges that I faced that day, right? So I showed him my smile, and then guess what? In order for him to make my day better, he actually, this front desk guy, put me on the 24th floor where the leaders, amazing leaders, Mike and Darren, are staying. See, for all those things that I've been through that day, there's always something good. There's always something good in everything. Always see the good in everything, no matter what. And that is one of the mantra that I always take with me. So challenges appears, there's always something good behind that. So see what happened. Like, so this guy put me on the top floor, you know, he upgraded my room to one of the top floors of the hotel just to make my day a little better. It was such a simple gesture or act of kindness that he did, but it really reminded me how thoughtful gesture can completely change someone's day. And that happens to me that day. And I quickly went upstairs, took my shower, unpacked what I needed, got dressed, and hurried downstairs to meet my accountability partners group room, which is Coach Gemma, Coach Anne Marie, and her daughter, and one of the beautiful ladies. Coach. Coach Anne Marie's daughter really helped me with my makeup, and I couldn't really help but smile. That moment really reminded me how powerful it is to be surrounded by people who genuinely support one another. There was no competition at all, just encouragement and love, right? From there, I went to my room again and wear my traditional clothes. And then we were invited by our leaders in our business community, which is Mike and Darren, to a just like a little drink before the VIP dinner, right? So we headed to our leaders' room where we enjoyed a little gathering. We had a drink together, we laughed, we shared stories, took photos, and simply enjoyed getting to know one another before the evening officially began. Then came the welcome dinner hosted by our incredible, uh, you know, leaders, that lead the Gathering Grow in Canada, which is Coach PB and Josh. Really, really appreciate them so much. I love these two people, And we walked to that room. It was something that I will never forget. One of my favorite parts of the evening was seeing everybody proudly wearing their traditional clothes, traditional clothing, people from different countries, cultures, and backgrounds all came together in one room. It was such a beautiful reminder that success has no nationality. You know, dreams always speak every language, right? I was incredibly proud to wear my own traditional attire because it really does reminded me to never forget where I came from. Our roots are part of our story, and our story is what allow us to inspire others as well. So the dinner itself was amazing. The energy in that room was incredible. Everyone is smiling, taking pictures, so excited. They dance, we celebrate, we reconnect each other, and you could really feel the excitement everywhere you look. It's just like nonstop, flashing here, flashing there, taking pictures, hug, cry, because they never expect that. It's even though it's a large room, but it's very, very intimate and very personal. Especially they're wearing their own traditional clothes, they represent their own country, that wherever you are, success can really choose, as long as you have one goal, right? One mission, then I know the universe, God, whatever you believe in, has no choice to give that back to you, right? But every intention that you brought in that room, it's one of the biggest impact that could happen to you as well. But one thing that really touched me the most wasn't the food or the decorations. It was the people's heart. people genuinely celebrating each other's successes, people encouraging one another, people building friendships instead of competition. There's no such thing as competition at night. After dinner, the night wasn't over, right? Many of us gathered again in one of our leaders' room, which I did right after dinner. So we went to Coach Ann Turnbull's, one of the leaders in our business community. We went there to continue talking, sharing stories, laughing, taking more pictures, and gathering to know one another on a deeper level. I don't even know. All of a sudden, I woke up in the morning like, what the heck are these pictures was sent on my profile? Because we just forget. We just had so much fun, and then all of a sudden, like I wake up on the next day, like, what are these being sent on my WhatsApp? Yeah, and I didn't know that we actually pre-planned a very intimate travel somewhere in Asia, right? And that's one thing that we're planning to, very intimate one. You know, those conversations really reminded me that behind every successful person is a story of sacrifice, a story of persistence, growth, and faith, right? The first evening wasn't just a welcome party, it was the beginning of something much bigger. That's why looking back now, I don't really remember the missed flight. I don't remember the delayed planes. I don't remember the waiting for my luggage. What I remember are the people I met, the kindness I received from each and every one of them, the gratitude that I practiced, the relationship I built, the laughter, what else? The laughter that we shared together, the crying moment, right? The culture that we celebrated, and the time that I had to be willing to pay the price in order to fight for my vision, right? Sometimes you have to sacrifice leaving your family because of your mission in life, right? And your family really supported you wholeheartedly, diba? So, and then the reminder that every challenge along the way was preparing me for an unforgettable experience. That's why if there's one lesson I took before the event even officially started is this: your circumstances do not determine your experience, right? Your attitude does. Life will always present delays, unexpected changes, or unexpected what else, challenges. But when you choose gratitude and stay present, right, and trust that everything is happening for you, not to you, every obstacle becomes a part of the story, and you're one day going and then one day you're going to share that, right? And for me personally, the story was only just the beginning. Yeah, so that's basically something that I've learned from the first day so far. Then tomorrow I'll be sharing the my hero story that our leaders in the company share that. And then after that, I'm going to be sharing you another guest speaker's topic, then another guest speaker's topic. So because I really want to share each of their topic and not just to summarize everything. I just really want to, because I took a lot of notes, like I observed lots of successful people in that room. They have notes. And then for me, I love the journal. I love to write anything, and I turned it into music, so I will never forget that. And then yeah, so I summarized all the things that I've learned from the gather, from the convention itself. And one thing that I remember that the leaders mentioned, that this is one of the biggest event that they've been to, and this is the one that they will never forget, and this is the one uh, that they saw that made a big impact to other people, because it's not only that we went there to gather and grow, but we also went there for the healing and expansion, right? And it's the most beautiful thing that I've been so far. Of course, I've been to a gather and grow retreat, but and seeing everybody smiling, happy, and still having that gather and go fever, just like me. Like, oh my gosh, I came home super super exhausted, and because of the sleepless nights, I kind of like really suffered for the first 3 days. So I kind of like really wake up really early, then do my inspired actions, go to work, and then just go sleep, just like I was really tired. But again, the routines continue, right? And now I am back on track. So again, it's just so amazing uh, to to really experience this kind of thing, because it really does made a difference in my life, and seeing also the impact that does uh, that does impact my business partner's life. So yeah, so that's it for me. It's 26 minutes. It's pretty good. And then and tomorrow or in the next few days, I will be sharing My Hero by our leaders, Mike and Darren, and what I learned from that, and what is my perspective, and what is my thought. And I really want to dissect it. I love dissecting things, like what it's meant to me, and sharing my story behind that as well. And that is something that I will be sharing on the next live. So that's it for me, everyone. And going to sleep now. It's already 10:37. Since my family is already in bed, I will just do a little bit of meditation, a little bit of inspired actions, and going to bed. So thank you. Look at that. It's still glossy. I am loving it. So this is my day one of using this product, and I will keep updating you guys for the next one. And I think you will see the difference. I'll be like Darren's face, like glossy and glassy as well. Okay, thank you, everyone. Salah salamat, and I'll see you soon. Thank you, and have a good night. Oh, thank you, Marlene. Thank you so much. And well, Subhash, Sushma, thank you. And Coach Gemma. Oh, well, I'll say for the final break. Thank you. And oh, thank you so much, sis Nehani. All right. Thank you, guys, and have a good night.
This is my moment, watch me shine. I'm unstoppable, feel it in my soul. Good vibes.